So that's performance curve. 6 inches, 6 and 1/16 of an inch actually. It's a maximum impeller diameter curve, and 3.5 inches minimum impeller diameter curve. So if impeller is trimmed, if impeller is put on the lathe and machined down from 6 inches to 3.5, it will generate different head, lower head, a lower pressure, a lower head, a lower flow, and the curve relationship between the pressure, head, and flow will change. It will be according to the lower curve. At the maximum impeller, it will be according to the maximum curve. And the curve in the middle is the curve 5 1/8, 5.125 inches, which is the curve representing the actual impeller ID selected for this application. So that's the head capacity curves. The power curve, the brown line, it looks like it's rising from 2 to maybe about 4 horsepower. The power curve changes with flow. The power changes with flow. The pump draws more and more power as it goes to a higher flow. NPSHR, which we'll discuss later. Now I just want you to see on the slides where it is. NPSH required also is rising with the flow. Red line here is it's called minimum continuous stable flow, MCSF, and it shows below this flow the pump is not recommended to operate. We'll talk about minimum continuous stable flow later in the section of reliability, but for now just to point out nomenclature where things are. Efficiency of the pump, and I talked about efficiency in the introductory module, where efficiency can be calculated from flow, head, and power. Efficiency is this magenta curve reaching the maximum as somewhere around, let's say, 90 gallons a minute. That point called BEP, best efficiency point. The pump was selected to operate slightly to the left at 70 gallons a minute, and it's a little bit less efficient at that point. So you're losing some efficiency, but if it's a very small pump, perhaps it doesn't make that much difference. But for the larger pump, the change in efficiency would be substantial, of course. And so we have a situation here that presents us a good visual on the pump performance curve, operating point, best efficient point, but more of that we will talk at the next module. And now I just want to make sure that everybody is very clear. Maybe if you want to take some notes here, and then after that we'll go to our next module.